My name Ryan Hawkins, and I'm known as Soul Reaper.
All right, Soul Reaper. How long have you lived here in Illinois?
I pretty much grew up here in Illinois. I'm 25 years old.
All right. What are the things that motivated you to get you into like wanting to fight and like be having a fight career?
Man, it's kind of multiple little angles I got with that. There's an angle where I was bullied, of course, then wanted to learn self-defense. Then there's just an angle I was also a troublemaker growing up. Well, I wasn't necessarily a troublemaker, but I did get in a lot of trouble. And I figured if I'm gonna be sitting here fighting, I might as well try and pursue a career and get paid for this.
Right. What can you say that changed you from being that person after you joined Flix?
Just the fact that I was able to reach out to a bigger crowd and being able to really build connections. The fact that I'm able to build connections is a little bit more motivation to really stay out of trouble and actually present myself as a role model.
Has those connections like helped you out a lot on this career?
It definitely has. Like, for example, when I first had my match against Lego, pretty big hype. Everybody probably remember that. But anyway, Jeremy had reached out to me a little bit before the fight, and he definitely took me under his wing for the Midwest Warriors. So since then, I've been fighting with them on cards and everything. Got a championship fight coming up January 28th. And you know, it's been a cool experience. People out there in Indiana have been showing me a lot of love from Laporte on out. Flix fam, Midwest Warriors, hey, nothing but love for all y'all.
All right, where do you see yourself with your fight career? Like, what are the goals you are hoping to accomplish?
I definitely want to be a big name fighter. No doubt, I want to be a big name fighter. I want to be that fighter that people could say has skill, talent, heart. Also, just setting an example of being a champion.
Okay. Like when you make it far in the fight career, who do you hoping to see like as UFC stars or anything like that? Who do you hope like have to face?
As far as facing, that's a good question. John Jones, definitely one of the most skilled fighters out there. He just needs to get his crap together. Israel Adesanya, definitely skilled. Who knows where his career will be by the time I get to the UFC? But again, in this fight game, anything can happen overnight. I mean, I can go from the end of 22, by 24 I can be making my debut in the UFC, and it's just so many different possibilities. But if I wanted to see anybody at this particular moment, John Jones for sure. I think that would be probably the biggest challenge in history for me.
All right. From your past, what got you locked up? Like, what events took place that made you that person and changed you from not wanting to go back to being that person?
All right, so the events that led to me being locked up, I was young and I was sitting there trying to find a job. Now somebody offered me a job, and well, that job turned out to be something that it really wasn't. So the man, he reeled me in, talking about I could work for him at a hair shop. All right, cool. I'm just looking at the fact, hair shop, females, money. That was my mindset at the time. And once I got there, the man, he sat there, he just started, instead of working, he's offering me drinks. And from drinking, he says, pretty much he's trying to solicit me to do some sexual favors with him. First, I politely refused. No, I'm not into that. He kept on insisting, he kept on pushing. From there, that's when I striked out, lashed out, and just attacked the man with a hammer. I fled the scene, got away, and about a couple weeks later, the police got a hold of me, and that's when I was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Now, through my 7-year prison sentence, I elevated a lot. I read a lot of books, meditated a lot, just did a lot of self-reflecting. Just thought. I had a temper problem back then. I still can't really pinpoint where it came from. But I just had anger built up inside of me. And being locked up, I learned how to control my emotions a little bit more. I'm not 100% a master at controlling my emotions, but I'm way better than I was then. And some people actually think that I'm stoic or nonchalant, but it's not neither one of those. I just understand emotions are just well, just emotions.
How were you involved in gun violence that you witnessed and traumatized you to telling yourself this is not what you want to be around anymore?
I just never really been into gun violence. It's like, how could people sit here and want to put hands on women but shoot a man? And what is the point of gun violence if originally guns are for self-defense? I feel like people aren't defending themselves, they're defending their pride and their ego. Take for instance, if I happen to sit there and get into a fight with somebody, they getting beat, okay, cool, it's over with, and they retaliate days later. That's not self-defense no more. That's just retaliation. The self-defense should have been in that moment. That is when you defend yourself, when you're actually being attacked and beat on. Not when you sit there, the situation occurred and then days down the road or whatever. Nah, that's past self-defense. But ignorant people will definitely try and use that as an excuse for why they do what they do. I'm totally against it.
All right. The final question I have in this interview is, who do you want to face at Fight Flix before you retire, and what are your goals to accomplish at Fight Flix before you retire?
I mean, of course, I want my rematch with Lego. The first time I came out there, I was goofing off. I actually wasn't even in shape for it, for real. Like, I did no training before that. I just came out of prison thinking, all right, from my previous training before I got locked up, which of course was 7 years. Yeah, in prison I was doing push-ups, lifting weights, running. But again, I should have listened to what everybody was telling me in there. I'm gonna need time to get back in the gym, train, before I go ahead and book a fight. I was just so set on getting a fight right out the gate. Now, I completed that goal, but it didn't turn out the way I would have liked it. So, yeah, of course, Lego, which I already got a rematch against, April?
April 22nd, yeah.
Yeah. I also like take on the Magician. He probably think I'm ducking him, but of course, it's just things going on in real life, so it's kind of, anybody know real life happens. We try and balance it with our career and then still make stuff happen out here. So Magician, I'm not ducking you. There was another guy, Cutie Pie, Jake Cutie Pie or something like that. I was supposed to fight him for RTH. Of course, I had an actual sanctioned fight coming up, so I decided to take safety procedures and pull out that fight so I could be in good condition for this sanctioned fight. So those 3 people I'll definitely be trying to get to and Fight Flix within the next year. Matter of fact, my boy Armani. I mean, everybody keep ducking you. This is a sport. We need to put on shows. We need to show people what we about. So it's all love. But at the same time, me and you need to go ahead and put on the show, show people what it's about. Display skill, display that hunger we got.
How do you see, how did you find Fight Flix, and has it helped you with coping mechanisms? Has it helped you at all?
Wait, repeat that question?
How did you find out about Fight Flix, and after you joined it, has it helped you with coping mechanisms, not wanting to go out and get in trouble and do things, it made open up doors for you to where you found gyms and started going on with your fight career?
Absolutely. So I found Fight Flix. Again, when I first got home, I was just out here seeking a way to find a fight quick as possible. I didn't really go to a gym right out the gate. So somebody that I was training with back then, he ended up pointing me in the direction of Fight Flix as well as a few other organizations. But Fight Flix was the first one I got a fight for. And from there, the connections been opening up possibilities and doors for me. I got multiple gyms out there in Indiana right now that's invited me to train with them. Of course, I need to still get things together so I can really have reliable transport and a nice schedule to where I can go out there and train with these guys that's inviting me. And well, I'm actually inviting people to Fight Flix as well that's talk about they want to fight. Hey, if you want to fight, come to Fight Flix, man. They sit there, they put together matches, and even the personal beef. If you were putting the guns down and want somewhere secure, come to Fight Flix. Simple as that. Alright, what's up, everybody? Shit, this right here is where I grew up at, Zion, Illinois. This right here, the local Dollar General, right next door to my homie Smoke Shop. And it's just pretty interesting how this all came about. We came from knuckleheads, now this man got his own smoke shop. I'm on my rise to the fight career. Hey, ain't no limits. Just use this little conversation as motivation. Let's sit there. Yo, white boy. Mostly smoke and vape. Yo, what's up, my guy? Try to get over here. So yeah, pretty much. Man, this my guy right here. We grew up since, well, middle school. It started off, we was just a bunch of knuckleheads. Now, like I say, got his own little establishment. I'm right here on the rise in the fight game. About to be the next big thing. Man, people always ask me, how long I've been fighting, man, when it started. It's just simple. This guy right here can vouch. I got a reputation around here for just getting into bullcrap and fighting.
Oh God.
Like that one time, wait, it was at Mark crib.
Oh God, when you was finna fight Moe.
Yeah.
This nigga took his shirt off and Dude said, hell no.
Like I literally took the shirt off and he backed down from the fight. So it's just many situations. Let me see. I'm trying to think of some other fights. It was this one. You wasn't around for this one in particular, but
when they came to your OG crib.
Oh,
man. When they was trying to hit you with the bat.
Yeah.
So, I wasn't there, remember?
Yeah, my grandma. Man, my grandma definitely would tell you the story. Should have went to her for that one. So it was a situation where my mom. I still don't know what was going on, but my mom had her cousin boyfriend come over the crib. I was chilling with one of my friends at the time. Me and her was just chilling, watching TV. Next thing you know, all I hear is boom, 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 boom. I don't think nothing of it. My mom answered the door. They start arguing. Next thing you know, shit, my mom and her cousin get to fighting. Okay, that's done. I'm not about to jump in. It's one-on-one. Now, when I jumped in is when her boyfriend decided to grab my grandma and touch. Like, wait, hold on, what? End up going to town. So my brother tried pulling me off him. I mean, I'm in combat mode. I'm a certified combatant. So shit, if I'm in combat, do not touch me, because you might catch the backlash of it. He got backhanded. I kept going to town on dude. We ended up taking the fight outside, because at first it originally started inside the crib. And, well, he tried picking up a baseball bat. That didn't stop nothing. So people say I'm crazy around here. I'm not crazy. I'm just courageous. Man,
that is one way to put it.
Yeah. What else you got to say about me, though, bro? Oh yeah. Also, when I was locked down, he stuck around. Like so many people, they'll sit there and say they your homies and everything, scream free you on Facebook, but not many people come through like my homie right here did. You got people who sit there and it's like they trying to get clout off people locked up. I was locked up. He answered every phone call. Anytime I asked for money on the books, he was there. When I got home, he helped me get on my feet. He sat there, he helped me get into my college, my fitness training course. I'm a certified personal trainer now. He introduced me to people around here, got me a ride. So like he definitely was there for me since the beginning. Even though at the beginning we ain't have much, when I left, he ended up in a better position. So now where he was able to help me out. And now I'm sitting there getting my wheels rolling. Only been home 8 months. Certified personal trainer, third MMA fight, well, third fight in general, kickboxing, MMA, and a regular boxing match. Title shot coming up, and of course, boy, where was I going with that? I done forgot where I was going.
Thank you guys for watching, and make sure you guys go watch Soul Reaper's upcoming amateur event.